Wow, posing with some underwear is really weird. I hope people in the flat across the way don't see me. Hey, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Lilova's period underwear. So period underwear have been around for a few years now. They're meant to replace the pads or tampons that you would use or serve as a backup on your heavy days. So I've never tried these before, but I have seen ads for these all over Instagram and Facebook when I was still on there. And I've been curious about them for a long time. So you might already know that I'm a big fan of my Moon Cup. Moon Cup is a little menstrual cup that you wear every single day during your period. It's easy to use, easy to clean, lasts a long time. So I've been using that since 2015. I switched from using pads to using the Moon Cup. I was never really able to use tampons successfully because it was just too painful to me. But I've been very happy with the Moon Cup and I've used it for several years now. Anyways, I still wanted to try Lilova's underwear because maybe it would work better than my Moon Cup, or it would just be a way for me to inform you all about these options in case you don't like using menstrual cups or you're looking to move away from the single-use products and you want to cut down on your waist that way. Lilova makes 4 types of period underwear to cover your heavy days and your lighter days. And the styles are really cute too. I really like the idea of a reusable product instead of those single-use pads and tampons just because those take forever to decompose, like hundreds of years to decompose. They're filling up landfills, and why rely on single-use products if you can use something reusable like period underwear or a menstrual cup? It just makes more sense to me, and it'll save you money in the long run. So now, how do these actually work? So this underwear has 4 different layers in it. You can't really tell, I mean, it's still thin, but there's 4 layers of fabric in here, and it goes all the way to the back. Some crazy technology where they have these 4 fabrics in there that keeps everything in. So here are the 4 layers. The first layer is a moisture-wicking cotton layer, so that just makes it soft and breathable. The second layer is an antimicrobial lining, so that fights bacteria and odors. The third layer is a super absorbent fabric that can hold up to 2 tampons worth of blood. The fourth layer is a leak-resistant nylon outer layer, so that keeps it all in, so it doesn't leak through. So these are meant to be used either on their own completely without another pad or tampon, or you can use it as a backup. So what I did was I tried it out on my heaviest day to see how it would go, and then I figured out when I'd actually be able to use the underwear or how many different pairs I'd actually need. This will only hold 2 tampons worth of blood. So if you have a very heavy day, you will have to change underwear more often throughout the day if you're only relying on the underwear. And what Lilova recommends is that, like, to care for this, you're supposed to rinse it in cold water until it runs clear, and that actually takes a while because it just holds in everything. And then you're supposed to wash it like in the washing machine, either then or later when you do your laundry. You hang them up to dry, and then you can wear it again. And you don't want to soak them either because that damages the fabric. Okay, so now for a little background detail on like what my period is like. Day 1 and 2 are the worst days. Besides terrible cramps and like severe stomach upset, the heaviest bleeding is on day 2. Day 3 can be heavy to moderate. Day 4 and 5 is pretty light, and then like day 6 and 7, I pretty much forget I'm even on my period, but really it's just the beginning push that's really hard on me. And day 2 is like absolutely insane. I think that's true for most women. It's like, where's all this coming from? So my period started on the first day in the afternoon. So I wore it from 5:30 at night until 11 o'clock in the evening. I had no issues with that. They were very comfortable. The cut is very cute too. I really like this style. No major issues because the flow was very light starting out. And then that night, I took a shower, and then I washed these in the sink, rinsed them a little bit, not much coming out of them. I let them dry overnight. I wore my Moon Cup at night, and then the next morning I put them on. So for day 2, I wore them from like 8 o'clock until 4 p.m. I relied only on this pair of underwear. Since that was the heaviest day, it wasn't too comfortable in the afternoon. By like 2 o'clock, I was ready to take them off because I could tell they were very full. So I knew that if I wanted to rely only on period underwear, I would need more pairs just for day 2, probably like 3 or 4 pairs just to get me through that day. So at like 4 o'clock, I took them off, rinsed them. It took me a long time to rinse them because there was a lot of blood in there. It holds it all in. I don't know how it does that, but anyways, yeah, rinse them off. I let them dry a little bit and then put them in the washing machine. And since I don't want to be doing laundry every single day, I just had to stop the trial then, and I just went back to using my Moon Cup. So really, because I only had 1 pair to try, I only could wear it for basically 1 day. So now for some pros and cons. The pros of this underwear is that it's cute and comfortable, it's well made, the cut is really cute, it's not bulky like thick pads. You could actually just wear this as regular underwear and you'd be totally fine. It doesn't smell when you're using it. That 1 layer of fabric fights odors and bacteria, so really, I couldn't smell anything. It's easy to use. It might be easier for you if you don't like using menstrual cups to use something like this, because this is just an external thing, you just pop it on. The Moon Cup, you have to like, put it in there. The biggest pros to using this underwear is that it cuts down on waste and it saves you money in the long run. In the US alone, 20 billion single-use pads and tampons end up in the landfill every year, so just imagine that huge volume. And on average, a woman can spend $270 a year on products like that. So using something like period underwear would really help you save money. The biggest con to me is the price. Now these are between $24 and $32, if I remember correctly. Yes. Depending on the style, so $24 to $32 for 1 pair. Whereas something like the Moon Cup is $30 for the cup, and then you have it for several years. So to me, it would make more sense in buying 1 product for $30 versus several pairs for around $30 as well. And even if you are spending $270 a year on tampons and pads and you want to use the underwear, you'd be able to get around 10 pairs, so it's still totally worth it. But it just comes down to your personal preference. Like, would you rather have 10 to 12 pairs of underwear or 1 menstrual cup? So for me, I would rather have just the 1 versus the many. But that's just my personal preference as a minimalist traveler. Another con is that with the multiple pairs, you will have to do laundry more often if you have a few pairs, and maybe you can get through the week if you have like 12 pairs of underwear. You might be fine just waiting to do laundry at the end of the week. But again, I would rather just use the Moon Cup because I just rinse it out every few hours and pop it back in and it's fine. But I still really like these, and before I tried them, I was skeptical that they would actually work. But now I'm considering getting their thongs to use on my light days and just use my Moon Cup on the heavy days, like in the beginning. My recommendations are, if you've never used a menstrual cup or period underwear and you're looking to move away from the single-use products, you can cut down on waste and save some money, I would recommend trying a pair of period underwear or a couple pairs. I do feel like it's a easier first step than jumping to a menstrual cup, because a lot of people don't like the idea of like having to use a menstrual cup because you have to like put it inside, and then it can be messy and you're just faced with the blood and you have to deal with that. So the underwear is just it's an easier alternative. So if you want to try these underwear, if you check my video description, there's a link in there to where you can save 20% off a pair of Lilova underwear. Try them, see how you like them, and then let me know how they work for you. But I'm very happy that companies are taking steps to develop these reusable products, because that's just a sign that people are caring about cutting down on their waste and they want to use something reusable instead of single-use products. So that's always a good sign. So what do you think about these? Is this something that you'd be willing to try, or have you ever tried period underwear before? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if there are other products you'd like me to review. I'm hoping to do more review videos when I have the time. So I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. for more videos. So thanks, appreciate it.